You know, based off of the comments some of you guys leave, a minority, it's like you guys actually expect me to pedal. Guys, you must be new to this whole thing. With e-bikes, pedals are just for show. Yeah, they're functional most of the time. But who does this? I have developed a need for speed which cannot be satisfied via leg power alone. And I'm not gonna apologize for it. I mean, if you personally want to pedal your expensive electric bike, be my guest. I have no issue with you. I just ask that you have no issue with me riding like this. Plus, I mean, honestly, if I was to do all my videos like this, it would be so boring. You guys might have noticed that I am quickly becoming an uber successful YouTuber here. This channel is, or has been developing and continues to develop into a nice little passion, side hustle, business, job, whatever you want to call it. And that brings with it a unique set of perks and challenges. I would say one item that falls into both these categories is almost every single day, relentlessly, I get emails from random companies wanting me to promote, check out, provide feedback on their various electric mobility devices. And that's awesome. I'm super lucky to be in this position where I can just get products for free. It is a lot of work. Making YouTube videos consistently is not easy. But if you're the right kind of person, it can be rather fruitful. Now, the point that I'm trying to get at here is I see a lot of bikes. I'm pretty in tune to the marketplace. And I'm noticing more and more, I'm seeing bikes and companies reach out that have more than one battery. So we're talking about uber long-range e-bikes. So traditionally, of course, like my bike here, most likely the bike that you own, you have one battery. It's usually around 20 amp hours, around 52 volts, and it provides you with, let's say, 20 miles of actual range. For most people, that number is completely respectable, nothing wrong with it. But for others, like yours truly and other enthusiasts, we always want more, never satisfied, and I think that's why we're seeing this trend of dual, sometimes even tri-battery systems, like this one. I just came across this article on electric, and they're talking about a pretty standard looking e-bike in all aspects, except for its tri-battery system that has an advertised range, a pedal assist range of over 200 miles. That is immense. Although, if you ride it more like how I'm riding this, throttle only, it's going to be probably cut in half to 100 miles. And that's immensely impressive, not just because I'm lazy and I like to throttle around all over the place, but originally, I crafted my love for e-bikes due to the economics. Electric bikes, especially ones like this that have a massive range, can be used as a legit mode of transportation to get around. And they are way more cost effective and environmentally effective than a 2-ton gas guzzling 4-wheeled monstrosity. So when I see electric bikes getting these kinds of upgrades, what is this? I find it super encouraging for those that want to save money, ditch their car, and still be able to participate in society. And just to prove this point to you guys and my authenticity here, I've never mentioned it before on this channel, but I have a second YouTube channel that's pretty successful, and it's all about personal finance and more specifically the dividend investing niche. So that means altogether in the month of March, I had $258 of dividend income, 66% more than the previous month. I make videos over there telling people how to be smart with their money, achieve a level of financial independence. That's something it's a core pillar of who I am. And when I first came across electric bikes, because that channel is older than this channel, I viewed it as an ultimate cheat code, a tool to help you get ahead in life and be financially better off. That's the whole reason why I then made this channel dedicated to talking about e-bikes, spreading the news, building custom ones that are even more awesome. And to tie this back into how I initiated this video with the whole using a throttle versus pedaling, hopefully now you guys can understand why that debate is completely meaningless to me. My bike is an actual mode of transportation, not a toy, so I use it in the most convenient, easy way to get around. If I had to guess, I'm probably in the minority of how I view and use e-bikes as a mode, a tool of achieving financial freedom, lowering my expenses. But let me know in the comments, is that why you bought your bike? So you can ditch your car, the insurance payments, the gas? Or is it just more of a fun side toy? But depending on where you're coming from, that completely changes how you view bikes like this that have 3 batteries, 100 miles of range. It could be completely ridiculous to you if you want to use it for exercise, but if you're like me and you're using it to save money and get around, I think it's an awesome move for the industry. Now, with all that said, I am currently in the market for a new bike. Every couple of months, I think it's a good idea to progress, change things up, gain some new experiences, and try and get one step closer to my ideal version of a bike for my needs. Always very high on my list is good range. So I am looking at these dual, even tri-battery bikes as they become more popular. And for those of you guys in a similar situation to myself, who use your bike as a major mode of transportation, or at least that's your goal, what bikes are you currently looking at? Let me know in the comments. The top of my list at the moment is the new Teleria Sting R. I know it's flashy, it's a divisive bike because it doesn't even have pedals, but just through the lens of usability, I'm a big fan of the bike and all of its power. Yes, you're not always going to be going 50 miles an hour, but it's nice to have that kind of acceleration on tap. Because often you're forced to ride in the street with cars that can go much faster than you, and just having that ability to accelerate and get out of potentially sticky situations or at least keep up with traffic is almost a safety feature. And not to mention, the Teleria has a massive 45 amp hour battery, 60 volts. It's also comfortable, full suspension, lots of travel, all stuff that's very important to me. Now, I do have a bike coming in the mail for review purposes, and it's one of these newer dual battery units. It's also dual suspension. I think it's very promising. I can't tell you guys too much about it right now, so I might hold off on the purchase of the Teleria, save the $4,500, because I am the biggest cheapskate ever. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, I always appreciate a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.